What would happen if Russia destroyed the United States with a massive nuclear attack? Imagine this. Russia decides to launch a direct nuclear attack on the United States. The devastation would be immediate. Cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Washington, D.C. would be wiped off the map in massive explosions, leaving behind giant craters and radiation clouds covering the sky. And it wouldn't just be the United States affected. The blast waves would also hit Mexico and Canada, destroying infrastructure and polluting the air. But that's not all. Europe would go on high alert, bracing for a response. However, just 12 hours later, Russia would launch new missiles towards Western Europe. Key cities like Berlin, Paris, and London would suffer devastating explosions, obliterating not just buildings but also communications and military forces. Europe would descend into utter chaos. No electricity, no water, with mass displacements as people scramble to find shelter. Barely a day later, radiation would engulf the entire northern hemisphere, blocking sunlight and plunging the world into a nuclear winter. Temperatures would plummet, agriculture would collapse, and a global food crisis would begin. A week later, the situation would worsen. The darkness would persist, the unbreathable air would continue to spread, and contamination would devastate ecosystems and human health. The global economy would disintegrate, and millions of people would struggle to survive in extreme conditions. Now imagine this. After a month, the climate would become horrific, nearly uninhabitable in many parts of the world. Radiation levels would make any recovery effort impossible. The Earth would be shrouded in a dense, toxic fog. Daily life would only be feasible in bunkers or underground shelters. Famine and disease would decimate the few survivors, marking the beginning of a dark and terrifying era of extreme survival.